and welcome to our fifth and final day of the Mindset Reset. I hope you've really enjoyed this week and that it has given you some food for thought and helped you to kind of look a little bit more internally as to why you do things the way you do and what things you would like to improve and how you would like to improve them, and to help you create a clearer path towards the goals you're trying to achieve in a way that means you will keep the results long term. So today is, as I say, the last day. So I've chosen today to talk about how you deserve a treat or a reward. Now, we've all said, oh, I've worked so hard today, I deserve a glass of wine, massive bar of chocolate, takeaway, whatever, insert whatever works for you. And what you need to think about is, what are you searching for in that drink or food? And quite often, it's one of a few things. There's a few common themes that come up when I have these conversations with clients. So it could be that it's a habit. I've worked hard, so I deserve a glass of wine. I've worked hard, so I deserve this massive bar of dairy milk, or I deserve not to cook and to have a takeaway. But if you think about a common theme between those three rewards, you're sat down having some chill out time. So actually, what you're saying to yourself is, I deserve to relax, or I deserve to chill out, I deserve to de-stress and wind down. And if you replace any of those things with something else, which I'm going to come to in a second, you will still achieve the same thing. But we're socially, it's a social norm that we are wired to search for rewards in food and drink. But remember, there is nothing magical about the food or drink. They don't contain, that food or drink doesn't contain a chill out pill or a dopamine pill. The actual food and drink are not, they don't contain it. They might help you to find it, but the actual food and drink is not magical. Realistically, it is situational. So picture this. You've worked hard all day. You've gone to the shop on your way home and picked up a bottle of wine. You get home, you pour you and your partner a glass, and you sit in the garden and you chat about your day over this glass of wine, and you feel so much better half an hour later. Did the wine do that? Or did that half an hour talking through your day with your partner and relaxing do that? And when you get, again, the theme of this week, get a little bit more curious about things, you start to realize that actually it was that half an hour sitting down and talking through your day with your partner that made the difference, not the alcohol. Now, yes, a glass of wine is lovely, and I'm not saying you should never drink, but the intention behind why you drink is important. So if you are drinking it because you feel that is what helps you to relax, you're telling yourself that you can't relax without a glass of wine. So that's a habit and a story that needs to change, because you want to be able to relax and de-stress without a glass of wine, so that the glass of wine is optional, but you can also achieve the same outcome if there was a tea or some water in that glass, because you're focusing on the situation that helped you to relax, which is that half an hour sitting and chatting with somebody, and not the glass of wine. So same as when you go out drinking, the alcohol that you drink over the night isn't what is giving you the joy. It's that time spent with friends. It's that time out socializing, the experiences, the environment, the people that you see, the music that you hear, the fact that you're out doing something for you. They're the things that are making that night great. And yes, the food and drink add to it, but you could achieve all of those things without the food and drink. And it's really important to try and rewire ourselves and tell ourselves the story that they add to the experience, but they are not the basis of why we enjoyed that night. They were a part of it that added to the experience, but the experience of being out with my friends, socializing, being in different pubs or different rooms or around different people. That's what I enjoyed. That's why you had a good night, not because that cocktail was banging. Like I say, it adds to the night, sure, but it's not an essential part of you enjoying that night. And same with when it comes to food. If you're going out for a meal, you don't need to have all 3 courses to enjoy your night. And again, you might want to, and that's fine, but the intention behind why you have all 3 courses should be because you really fancied what was on the menu, rather than, oh, well, I'm out, so I'm just eating what I want. You know, there needs to be intention behind your decisions and your choices. And knowing that when you reflect on the night, it was because you had really good chats with your friends, or the music and the environment that you were in was really uplifting, and there was some quirky artwork on the wall that you really enjoyed looking at, and just spending a bit more time taking in the environment and situation of the things that you believe are your reward or are helping you to relax or helping you to have a good time. Take in all the other things and not just the food and drink. The food and the drink is an accessory or an addition to why those things felt so rewarding or relaxing, but they weren't essential. And again, look at what do you treat and reward yourself to. Now, I had a client on the Bricks method the last time who said that basically when her children go to bed a bit later, she then has to go to bed later because she's not had that me time, that half an hour to herself that she will always have after the kids go to bed. Not or with her partner, sorry. And then she found that in that half an hour, because she then felt frustrated from it being later, she was more likely to then go and have a snack that she didn't need. She wasn't hungry and she recognized that, but she was having it anyway because she deserved it, because she'd had this stressful bedtime routine. So I said to her, she said, I deserve it, you know, it's my treat. And I said, okay, but if we look at your check-ins, you really value getting a good night's sleep because you recognize how much better the following day is. So why don't you treat yourself to an early night? Treat yourself to still going to bed, and you still have that me time. You can go to bed and read a book. You can go to bed and just chat with your partner in bed. Whatever else you do is up to you guys. But the point being, treat yourself to an early night. Treat yourself to spending 10 minutes prepping your lunches for the next few days because you know you will feel better for it. Treat yourself to a quick workout at home. So just think differently about what you need to use to reward yourself. What do you deserve? Do you deserve a glass of wine, or do you deserve to chill out? And is how you chill out sometimes going to involve a glass of wine? Fine. But it can't be the only way that you relax. We need to separate them and learn to treat and reward ourselves to things that make us feel good. And they don't always have to be the societal norms of treating myself to a night out, treating myself to a takeaway. If you want to treat yourself to not having to cook after a long day, get some meal prep done at the weekend. Fill your freezer up with some batch cooks of like some chili or a stew or something where you just need to bang some microwave rice in to go with it and you're done. Things like that just change the way that you think about your rewards and how you relax and wind down. So if you are doing this live with me, which means that today for you is Friday the 28th of March 2025, then what I want you to do is complete the form that I have posted into the WhatsApp group by 6 p.m. today. It's just going to help you to look at what you've learned most from this week. If you are not doing this live with us and you're not in the WhatsApp group, then those notes you've made all week, collate them, add to them today with a list of ways, list yourself a few different ways that you can reward yourself that don't involve a glass of wine or a takeaway. Step away from the rewards always having to be food or drink and look at what you're really searching for in that reward. And if you want to talk more, there's a link in the show notes where you can message me the word coaching If you like the way that I've approached this week and the way that I help my clients to think a bit differently about things, then please message me. We will have a chat. I'm not a pushy salesperson. This isn't about me saying, oh, message me and then I'm going to convince you to sign up with me. It's not about that at all. Message me coaching. We'll have a chat. And if I do feel that I can help you, then yeah, I'm going to tell you what I offer. And I will give you what the options are. If that's not right for you right now, I'll just give you some advice to go away and work on. So message me the word coaching using the link in the show notes, or if you are doing this live with me, complete the form in the WhatsApp group by 6 p.m. today, and I will get back in touch with you. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day, and thank you for joining in the Mindset Reset.